AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Shout out to Knicks Recap. Amazing. He does amazing work. He brings up an Ian Begley report. Ian Begley reports to SNY and the Knicks. He gets into a little more detail about the OG Anunoby contract and what it entails, or what they're thinking about right now.
Was to Anunoby's new deal. Let's go ahead and break down Begley's latest report here. Shout out to Ian Begley for giving us the following information. He answered a question about OG Anunoby on his following mailbag edition, and he gave us the following update. He states, "What's up, Cooler?" That's the guy who asked the question. "The Knicks don't need to fully guarantee Anunoby's new deal. If I had to guess, they'll look to put some injury protections in the contract. But Anunoby should have other suitors in the market. We've noted that Philadelphia could pursue Anunoby. If the Sixers make an offer to Anunoby at a certain dollar amount or without the injury protections, maybe it forces the Knicks to sign Anunoby without any protections added." And as we've mentioned a number of times on the show already, OG Anunoby's new contract is expected to reach 35 to 40 million annually, according to Fred Katz of The Athletic. Anunoby receiving 150 plus million this summer isn't out of the realm of possibilities. All indications are that the Knicks will pay Anunoby whatever it takes to re-sign him. Here's how I see things. OG Anunoby, any discounted deal you thought he was going to give the Knicks, that's now gone. With the number of teams that are interested in Anunoby, they're going to offer him a lot of money.
So we'll end it there. I got the link in the description to our guy there, the Knicks Recap. He dedicates the whole day, all his videos to updating us with the Knicks. I want to show him some love. And I have his link in the description, like I said. AllBall, what do you think about what you heard so far?
It's getting spooky out here. I just want to say, big shout out to Flea. When we was talking about possibly re-signing OG, Flea was the first I heard say we don't want OG going to a Philly, a Indiana, a Milwaukee. So just so y'all understand, Knicks Rehab, these are things we talk about before everybody else. So please give us our props, but much props to our brother Flea. I don't like it. I hope the reports is fake as far as the Julius Randle thing. I don't like how that came out. As far as we may move Julius Randle to free up some things for OG, and no, I don't like that. This is business, man. I like that. I like those incentives with the injury, because once again, he's injury prone. But I'm gonna say this. This is gonna ruffle some feathers. Is OG worth all this? I think that's a legit question. I'm a big OG fan. Remember, Faye, when the trade first happened, everybody was asking, why was I so excited? Remember, me and Flea went back and forth because he thought Scotty Barnes was better than OG. And what I was saying, I said, I'm telling you, Flea, he's not. But this is almost the Knicks reverting back to the old Knicks. Slow down a little bit. I love OG. He's not the top 10 superstar. And that's the problem that these reports is making me feel like. Now we thinking about trading Julius Randle, who I'm not a big Julius Randle fan, but he grew on me and I respect him. He was here when the ship was sinking. He helped save the ship. Don't do that to him. I don't like those reports. I don't like what I'm hearing. But I'm scared to give OG that 150. Do I want to see him go to Philly, to our nemesis, right across the street? No. But at the end of the day, we a hot spot now. I don't think it's going to be a problem for us to get good players, even great players. I think we need to be very careful and cautious right now. Yes, I want OG back. I want Hartenstein back. I want everybody back. But at what cost? At what cost? These guys are injury prone from non-contact. Non-contact. We have a superstar that he has nagging injuries. Come on, man. This young man Brunson holds it down all season. We need guys to hold it down for 2-3 games, and they can't stay healthy. So I don't like these reports. It's now putting the Knicks on the hot seat. I'm being honest. 140, I'm fine with that. 30, 35 a year. When we start going past the 150, 160, come on, bro. Come on now. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words, Fade. I'm being honest because I'm scared we give everybody what they want, and then now nobody can stay healthy. Then what? Now we back looking crazy in the streets. Now we back crying and complaining. I want to ask you, is OG Anunoby worth all of this?
2 words. Hell yeah.
Okay.
You kidding me? First and foremost, like you said, Flea is correct. Hit it on the nose. This report proves Flea is a guru. I don't want to say what he should do with his job. They love him over there. He's doing a great job more than likely, but the Knicks need to hire him. Somebody in the NBA needs to hire him. He knows what's going on because this confirms everything. You can't just trade RJ Barrett, IQ, 2 homegrown products, and then you get OG Anunoby for him, and he literally single-handedly turned the team around. Like, we went from competing with everybody, making a scenario where we could come out of the first round, second round, competing with anybody in the Eastern Conference, to flat out, in my opinion, a championship contender. The only team that scared me midway through, and I think I said it midway through, was the Dallas Mavericks, because we lost to them when they had Luka Doncic out and Kyrie was by himself. They smoked us. So that showed me a lot. That means we can beat any team out there, and they're going all in. This is a great decision. You made a decision, and you're going hard on it. And I understand the history of it, but the Knicks do too. They feel the same way I do, if not more, about OG Anunoby. And this totally confirms what I believe in OG Anunoby. They know what's going on with him. This is Luol Deng, maybe 2.0, and then some. Tom Thibodeau guy. And he means, I don't want to say he's more valuable in their mind than Julius Randle because of the history. Like Julius Randle just said today, I'll play it in a second. I was here when we were winning 15 games a year, right? So he has our hearts now because he started the race for us. But come on, man, we're talking about talent. Also, for them to say and report that they have protections on the contract for his injuries, that's major because that's something that we didn't do. We never looked out for protection for injured players. The Amari Stoudemire, I think, stands out.
Exactly.
Antonio McDyess stands out. And, we had situations where we could have amnesty Chauncey Billups or amnesty Amari Stoudemire after we gave him a contract, and we never did that. So they're thinking very much about the salary cap. They're thinking about the fact that, hey, let's put the rumor out there that we may not sign him or whatever it is and see what he's going for. This confirms, I would have to believe, that other teams would put up big money just to fleece us. So we cannot downgrade, and Flea is totally right. We can't just let him go and allow the Pacers, the 76ers, the Bucks. Who else is on the cusp right now? Those teams right there.
Miami.
Miami's getting rid of
Orlando.
Imagine if Orlando got him. So Miami also, you can't ever let him go with Eric Spoelstra. No way, no how, right? So I'm okay with that, man. I really am. I think the Julius Randle talk also, it has to happen. He's been part of the trade rumors.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. Hold on. Give me your honest opinion. If put yourself in Julius Randle's shoes, what is going on in your head right now? Pause.
Naturally, you're gonna have thoughts like, what else do I have to do for this team? No matter what the Knicks message is, as a human being, you sit alone in your house, you look in the mirror, you walking down the block, wherever you work out, it doesn't matter. that thought has to cross your mind. Yo, you know, they might be trying to trade me, man. After all I did for them, you have to exercise that thought. There's no way that that's not crossing his mind. It's just he's human. But he went from CAA to whatever agency his agent went to, and he came back to CAA. He's back with the family. OG Anunoby is with the family. I think it would take a lot for them to trade Julius Randle. The only way I see him being traded is for Giannis, bro. I can't see any other trade that makes any sense. I don't. Why would you trade him? Like, and you know what? Before I forget, AllBall, James Dolan, the New York Knicks better not start talking about being cheap. How much money have you been fleecing us for? Speaking of fleecing, we've been Knicks fans been hobbled for the last 25 years.
Paying them same prices.
Come on, man. Like, you have to, we're on the cusp of doing something. Again, this would be like losing X-Man all over again. Like, remember, come on now. If we lose OG and he goes to a rival, no way. You can't lose Julius Randle at that point. We've seen this movie before. I believe we have a championship team healthy, and you have to keep them together.
See, for me, great response. If I'm Julius Randle, what I want to hear, what the reports I want to hear is from the Knicks saying, no matter what, we're going to make this work. We're keeping both of them. I'm being honest. If I'm Julius Randle, I don't like to hear what I'm hearing, whether it's fake news or real news. Either one, I need somebody to represent the New York Knicks come out and say, ho. We are not thinking about trading Julius Randle. We are going to do everything in our power to keep both of them guys because these are our guys and this is who we want. So for me, we have to be careful with a guy like Julius Randle because I don't know if he has tough skin. This right here can set him off. He could come out the season terrible and just don't even care. So, you know, as a fan base, as an organization, we have to be very careful with what's leaking out and what's real and what's not. Hopefully behind the scenes, you know, they're letting them know, man, listen, everything is all right. Don't even worry about that because you got to remember that's going to happen anyway.
But would you rather hear that or keep it real with me? If you trying to trade me, what's it looking like? What they talking about? Is Giannis out there? Like, let's be real. If you sitting there, you Julius, you go, they said no about Giannis. All right, then, so I ain't going nowhere. You trade me for any, like, if you're Julius Randle, you tell me you traded me for Brandon Ingram. You like, for real?
I'm gonna be honest. If I'm Julius Randle, I don't want to hear I'm being traded. I don't care who it's for. I don't care if it's for the Joker. I don't want to hear that. Like he said, I was here when we won 15 games. Y'all wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Big shout out to Drizzy. Nah, don't do that to me. Give me an opportunity with the team fully healthy to see what we can do. But yeah, if I'm Julius Randle, I don't care who it is. I don't want to hear that. Not at all. Not one bit. Nope.
Wow. I'm see. I will have to believe he's more like you, being the way that he booed us, because that means he's reactionary. That means he's human. I'm a little more psycho. I want to know. A little bit more of a masochist. Let me know. Tell me about my pain. You, on the other hand, sound, I think, closer to what he's probably feeling. Don't let me know anything. You let me know when I get traded. That's it.
Yeah.
Because if not, it's gonna mess with my head.
Exactly. And watching him, I don't have no insight. I don't know him, but from the outside looking in, it's definitely going to affect him, for sure. For sure. I don't care what nobody say. Watching him on the court, watching how he interacts, that is going to affect him. And once again, I can understand that because, like I said, I was with y'all in the trenches. So you telling me I meet my girl when she ain't got nothing, then when she blow up, now you gonna cut me off? And I ain't do nothing because I ain't pick you up from work. I got into a real accident. You get what I'm saying? Nah, he got injured. So I think us as a fan base and the Knicks as an organization, and this is coming from me, and you know this is crazy. I think they owe it to him to get fully healthy and see what he can do with a fully healthy Brunson and OG and Mitch and see what we can do. I think we owe him that much. Seriously, I'm not a big Julius Randle fan. Everybody know that. But you have to stand for something. I think we owe him that much. He came to us, put us on the map. Before Brunson, we got to the playoffs and he was an all-star. So I think we owe him that much. But we have to be careful with everybody because of the injuries.
I totally agree with you. I can't see why you don't start the season with him at least. How do you not want to see this? To be honest, like Giannis would be the only tempting thing for me. Anything else, I don't care about, and I want to see this thing start preseason training camp. I want to see them in training camp. They haven't even had a training camp.
Can I say something? I'm gonna tell you why the Giannis thing doesn't excite me. Didn't Giannis get hurt last year in the playoffs?
2 seasons in a row. I'm
gonna leave it at that. Once again, go ahead and trade me for Giannis, and he get injured, or we don't win a championship. I'm not excited for Giannis, and I've been telling y'all that. To me, great young man. Is he gonna go down as one of the greatest players we ever seen? Maybe, but I'm not a big Giannis fan. I'm just not. As far as on the court, he don't do it for me like that. And like I said, if I'm Randle, I'm not. Like I said, maybe 2 players, maybe the Joker, maybe Luka, players of that magnitude. I get it. Anybody else? I don't respect that at all. And then even with those 2, I still think we owe him that much. Like you said, let's start the season out. Let's see how he looks before All-Star break, before trade deadline. But I think we owe it to him to give him a shot, man. Got to give him a shot. Got to give him a fair shot.
He's also not family. I don't know what the contact with it is with him. And I know they were talking to Embiid. Like that. I know there's a relationship with Embiid. I'm definitely not interested in him, speaking of injuries.
Yeah, I used to be.
You know how I always say we have Professor X powers out here, man. We work in telekinesis and flee from the comments. Play the clip with him and Kevin Hart, bro. Come on, man. It's like you knew what I was thinking, man. I got Big Flea, never the little one.
You for New York Knicks basketball in the future. I mean, after seeing it
with him and Kevin Hart, he's describing how the rehab is going.
Filling up. Man, it's healing up great. I spent so much time rehabbing before. I spent like 2.5 months rehabbing before. So when I came out of shoulder surgery, I was recovering pretty fast. All my muscles.
So there goes Julius Randle with the update. There goes the bipolar Bronx Zoo Knicks fandom that we got going on here. Christy Lamore, Randle ain't good. Why the hell we only win 15 games? He couldn't impact regular season winning.
Gotta love it. I love it. I love it. Listen, you are not a Knicks fan if you're not bipolar. If you're sane, if everything is okay with you, you're not a Knicks fan. Just unsubscribe now. Don't call yourself a Knicks fan. Stop lying to yourself. If you're a maniac, if you're taking medication, if you're bipolar, if you're a little off the rocker, you are definitely a Knicks fan. You definitely belong right here. Knicks Rehab, baby.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.